how do I keep the customers I have? And that falls right in line with what you just said, because the common thought is it's cheaper to keep the customers that you already have. Similar to the cheaper to keep a phenomenon.
Oh, cheaper to keep them. You mean them, him or her?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's similar. You know.
Yeah.
It's not similar. But I just want to add to it is that often we get enamored on marketing to new customers, and we don't market to our existing customers to possibly increase their spend with us. Because once you have somebody interested, you know, they're listening to you. You mentioned earlier in the show that that you have to catch attention for 30 seconds or less, which I don't know if we're too good at that right now. But no, our reels are actually performing pretty well. But to get them to act on something may take 8 touches. So they can pay attention, but on average, it takes like 8 touches for them, you know, for a customer or somebody to follow the action. So we dealing with, once you have them in, you know, it's like protecting the gate. Like, hey, and this is something that we starting to emphasize ourselves here. Like it's just cheaper to, you know, in terms of dollars, back to how much I should spend. If you have a client base, do not neglect your existing clients. Don't take it for granted. Don't take all your focus on new clients or new customers, whatever like that, because your recurring customers are the basis of every great business. Every business you can think of has returning customers. Every great corporate business, but every street business has recurring customers.
True.
I mean, just being real. So this question, how do you keep them? One, you market to them. Obviously, customer service, you get there. But I'm going under the assumption that you service them and they will have with your offering. And you do things in today's landscape. There are a lot of things that you can do that are inexpensive, that you can do to keep customers engaged. Now, one thing we talk about is building a community with your customers. If you're able to do that, that's pretty good. That's really good if you're able to do that. Build a community, because now you have it. And then your marketing spend, what we talked about before, can be it can be focused on this community. And your marketing efforts can become more viral, and you can, you know, people will start because people get attracted to success. Everyone's attracted to success. I mean, that's you know, unless you're trying to change the fortunes or something, you usually are attracted to what's going on over there.
Right.
You know, if you have at a fair or something, or a farmer's market or something, and a crowd gathers around something, people are more apt to go say, "Hey, what's going on?"
It's a magnet effect. It's a magnet effect.
Yeah, the fear of missing out.
Yeah, it's true.
So to address this, and I guess this is a little bit deeper. The question is saying, how do I do it? Well, one, you got to market to them. You have to my thing is market to them as much as you market to people that don't do business with you. Two, you have to be in tune to them, because you have to once again learn them, so you know what you could keep selling them, or what solution you could keep providing for them. That's
how about this? excuse me, understand the experience that that your customer is going through. What experience are you providing? How are they receiving? Right?
Got
Which is, I mean, that's it in a nutshell. Because, customers and clients have a way of the experiences that they go through creates, aligns, matches their how they feel about the service, the attention, the connection to the product, to the organization that's providing the product or the service. Because at the end of the day, everyone buys emotionally. There's an emotional need, there's an urgency need, there's an emergency need. And it's all tied to an emotion. Depends on their level of emotion, need and want. So, what is the experience of the customer? Constantly have to keep your finger on that, because if you don't do that, you'll take for granted your client base,
mm-hmm.
and that's a quick way to lose them, right? And then again, you know, how do you make them feel? Not saying you have to cater to certain idiosyncrasies. No. If you're a good company, you have a great product, a great service, you're providing this, you're providing that to the point, you're transparent, you're honest, you're executing, you're keeping your promises. Cool. There's just some customers will never be able to satisfy, right? But again, being let that be at the forefront of your organization. Always let that be the conversation. How are we? Seasons change, people change, times change, people get older, right? Life happens, so things will never, they don't stay the same. So always have that conversation with yourself, with your advisory team. For those small businesses that are really one person or two person, come up, find advisors, people that are willing to just listen to you, be a sounding board for you. Because this is important when you're trying to go after customers and then trying to keep them. We could compartmentalize too much individually. So we need sounding boards. We need people that can advise us and give us different perspectives and different truths to how we need to adapt and adjust to the climate of the marketplace, right? Um, so just keep those things in mind. How the customer experience, how you're providing the experience, and how they're receiving the experience. How they're receiving it is the most important piece. But watch this. Just do it. Do something. Don't
Yeah,
overthink it. No paralysis by analysis. Just do something. See what it comes back to you. Take that information, unpack it, figure out what you did right, what you did wrong, go back in and keep adjusting, because that's what the journey is about. And then I
yeah.
yield from there.
You yield. Well, and I'm just gonna put the comma on, yeah, what you said. Just do something, but we want to do it with the customer in mind. And one trick is to put yourself in the seat or the shoes of the customer when
Correct.
you look. Um, Anyone that's heard me pontificate knows that customers always right. I don't necessarily agree with that 100%. The customer always has to feel like they're right. They have to feel like they have to feel good. They're not always right. I mean, that's just a fact. But that's but
That we
we
get
have
into we get into the socio psycho economics of its perspective and perception, and that's
yeah,
so we'll leave that for another day because we can
yeah, that's
unpack
a
that
great
even
it's a great
more.
topic.
Yeah,
But
yeah, 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 yeah.
but the short part is you think like them,
Yeah,
because we're
correct,
all customers. We're
correct,
all customers of something.
correct,
That's
correct,
we're customers. So always think about them. So,
correct,
you know.
correct,
So
correct. How
all
they're
right.
experiencing it. Yeah, go ahead, move on.
That's where we go.